I guess here we have the one thing about chickens when you put them in a fence and you don't clip their wings is they like to fly out. So now I'm gonna have to catch this chicken and throw it back in its home because it decided it wanted to fly out. And the good thing about chickens is they get tired pretty quick, so she's tired. See how she's tired, she's barely moving. She's looking for any way in. And back in she goes. And then our poor little guinea in there. That's the only guinea we got left, and I think she thinks she's a chicken now. You see her? Yo, what's up, guys? This is Angel with Bama to the rescue. Man, we got a project ahead of us today. So one thing I will be working on is cleaning and draining the pool. So we have not ran our pool in a month. This is what it looks like now. Ooh, gross. So I'm gonna put some algaecide in there, let it sit, plug it up, vacuum it, and then drain it most of the way, and then close it for the winter. And I thought about just draining it all the way out, and I still may do that. I have not decided yet. Also, we're going to clean out our summer beds today. And I don't know if we're going to do some fall planting. Let me kind of show you what they look like now. You hear my rooster? That's that basil. The pollinators love the basil. You see them? There's the greens. Those will grow. I just need to clip them. I'm not sure what that is. Here's another bed. Those marigolds are still growing. Here's another one. Now here is one that we started working on already this morning. So as you can see, we pulled up quite a bit of weeds and we started a pile here. And what we'll do with that is we'll put it over there in the compost. We got 2 composts. Here's some more. And we'll put it over here in the compost and let it compost, break down. This is more basil. We have a ton of basil. And as you can see, some of the kale is starting to come up because it's cooling off. My spinach never came up, but the kale is. The chickens will get out and eat it. Here's some red peppers. We'll pull them up today. So this is kind of a before of what the beds look like. So that's a before. I'm also, once I get them cleaned out, I hope to today or tomorrow to go ahead and set up the water lines for the water bed. That's going to be tricky. But hopefully, if I can get it done right, it'll be pretty awesome. And I have a good idea of what I want to do. We just got to see. We got to see. But that's today, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. We're also today going to be canning chicken broth. So we did some chicken broth last time, and you actually have to cook this on the stove for about an hour. The broth itself to seal it. We did some last time. I did about 10 jars, and it's already gone. We did a lot of chicken broth. So later today, I'll show you the process of canning chicken broth, and then we'll freeze the meat from the chicken. We'll freeze the meat. That way, we got chicken in the freezer and chicken broth if we need it. I dabbled in a little bit of bone broth, but I didn't realize how long you got to let bone broth cook, and I was not prepared. That's something I might try in later on. Put it in the crock pot overnight for about 8 hours and try it. But right now we are just rolling along. So stay tuned. I'll bring you some more footage of kind of how we're going to do these beds today, pulling them up, and when they get done. And then we'll clip back all of our kale, our greens, and this basil. And then we'll get ready for some fall crops. I'm hoping to get some broccoli and stuff. Not sure yet, but we'll see. But that's what we're doing today, guys. And just stay tuned. I'll be back with more videos later. Yo, what's up, guys? So right now I'm about to make my chicken broth. So what I've done is cleaned and washed my sink. I have my leg quarters in the sink, washed right now. And I'm gonna put them in a pot to boil with seasons. I'm gonna put celery, onion in there with it, and we're gonna boil that for about an hour. I boil mine an hour, sometimes a little longer, and that's gonna naturally make a broth. And then I'll show you what we do with that broth after that. Stay tuned. All right, so now I got my chicken in my pot. This right here is gonna make my broth. Onion, celery, leg quarters, and seasoning. That is gonna be my chicken broth. So when it's done, then I'll show you what we're gonna do with it next. And right now, I'm gonna show you one bed Kelly did, the other two beds I did, and I'm gonna show you what they look like, and show you this weed, which I think is the most annoying weed in the world. We're gonna go outside. You finna work on something? Yeah. Come on, dogs. Let me get my gloves, and then we'll head back outside, and I'll show you kind of the bed and where we're at with it, and why we should have never let it get this far, and what we're battling now. All right, let's head over to the garden beds. Let me show you. So these, you seen the beds earlier. These are the two now just pulling out big bushes, kind of what they look like. So now I need to go fix that line and pull up the rest of them weeds. This is actually kale that's coming up. And then some spinach came up, but it looked like somebody ate it all and dug it out, so we'll have to fix that. And this is the pepper bed that I started digging up. So there's some progress on that. But this weed right here is really hard to get up. And I don't know if it's a weed. It could be something edible for all I know. But it's like pulling up a tree. But anyway, that's where we're at right now. See you guys. All right, so just to give you a quick kind of what we have. So finished product of that chicken boiling is this broth. We had about 10 quarts of this we made about a month ago, and what's left is that one single quart. So basically what we'll do is we'll take some jars, those are quart-sized jars, we'll sterilize them, put them in hot water, boil them. However, if you got a dishwasher, some people put them in a dishwasher. We'll clean them real good because we got brand new packs. We'll clean them real good in super hot water to sterilize them. Then we'll drop them in boiling water just to make sure. We'll take them out, set them on the counter in a clean environment, and then we'll fill them, leaving about 2 inches of space at the top. And then we'll do the same with the lids and the tops. We'll boil them to make sure that they're sterilized, put them in hot water. And then what we'll do is we'll put the lid on, we'll put the rings on, but we won't put the rings on tight. We'll just put them on there. We'll sit them in a big stainless steel pressure cooker, put the top on. So with a pressure cooker, you want to wait till you see the steam come out the top, then you want to put the weight on. There's a little red pressure gauge you'll see pop up when there's pressure, and you'll let that go for about an hour. So at the end of that hour, you'll turn it off, then you'll wait for the pressure cooker to cool off. Once that cools off, you'll take it off, take the jars out, we take the rings off, set the rings aside, and then the cans will they'll can, you'll hear them pop. And we'll let them sit there anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. Last time, I think we let them sit for 36 hours to make sure they had all canned. And you don't put the rings on there in case the can unseals, the jar unseals and it seals back, so nothing can get inside it. And you want to make sure also that you wipe the rims of your jars with vinegar. And in your pressure cooker, you want to put a little bit of vinegar as well. And then this will be your finished product. You'll have chicken broth. And that's something that we tend to do. So that's that. And then once that's done, then we'll take the rest of the chicken, we'll shred the chicken off the bone, and we'll freeze it. So now we got cooked chicken that's frozen. So if we want a quick meal, chicken salad or something, all we gotta do is take it out, unthaw it, heat it up, and now we have chicken to eat. And that'll last us for at least a month, sometimes 2 months. I got 2 bags, so this is the first bag. Let me know down low in the comments below if you want to see the canning process of the chicken broth, because I have another bag that I'm gonna have to do. Also, I use this chicken broth in my chicken and dressing, just in case y'all wanna know. But if you wanna see the whole canning process, comment below, let me know, and I'll do another video and show you the whole canning process. All right, So the next thing I was going to talk about is, remember I did an earlier video I was showing you. Go back and watch that video of the tinctures we made. So next thing we're going to do, our basil tincture is ready. Bom, bom, bom. So we're going to take this out. We're going to strain it, throw away the leaves, and then we're going to actually put this in a dropper. That looks like this, with a label on it and a date. So that is coming up. We'll also be doing that. Also, if you want to see the process of that below again, let me know in the comments below. Drop a comment and we'll show you how we do it. Also, here's my rosemary oil. This is done. This could be used anywhere from cooking, but I've been using it for hair growth. All natural, just rosemary. We infused it for 4 weeks in a sunny place with olive oil and rosemary. So we took a jar like so, filled it with rosemary, put the oil in it, and let it sit in a sunny place, turning it. So when you turn it for 4 weeks, be sure that if you're making tinctures or anything, you make sure you know where it goes, because some will go in cool, dark places, and some will go in sunny places. This is sunny. So here is the rosemary oil. This is a rosemary oil. Cool. So that was something else we're gonna do. But let me know. Drop a comment below and we'll show you how we strain out our tinctures. I'll show you how I make my chicken broth. Drop a comment, like, subscribe, and let me know. Deuces.